Yo, people, and welcome to another episode of Through a Different Lens podcast. I am your co-host, Joe.
I'm dead.
And I'm Jacob.
Before I ask how you guys are doing, I'm going to change it up and just do a like and subscribe at the beginning of the episode. Can you guys like, subscribe, get in the comments, all of that jazz? Do you know what I mean?
I like
Anyway,
it.
Mandem, how are we doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm all right. Seen better days, but I'm okay. All okay.
Yeah, this time last week, Dej took me out to go and buy meat.
Mm.
Wow.
I saw.
Was it this time last week?
It was around that. I mean,
3 in
Wow.
the morning.
Tuesday or Wednesday, midnight.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
you
there
went
like
Wednesday.
1:30.
Was it Spitalfields?
Smithfield, yeah. The one in
Okay.
Farringdon.
Nice.
Spitalfield is the fruit and veg one.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people there. It's
Mm.
like a new social media craze to go there now, it seems like.
Yeah, so I don't get why, but
What's
but
that for
fruit and veg.
Spitalfield?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
I
do
think that's
like
where,
all sorts of fruit and veg.
Yeah, but I think it's good where if you eat loads, I think it makes sense. If you eat loads, but if you don't, that fruit's gonna go off very, very fast.
Yeah, basically.
Or if you're cooking for a lot.
Yeah. But still, I think you need to if you're cooking for a lot, Joe, you still gotta probably give it to share it out because the bulk that people are buying in is like.
Yeah, so imagine the bulk of chicken that you got, yeah.
Yeah.
But imagine that in like onions.
Yeah, no, it's true. I get what you meant. I was like, so
It'll be so much.
yeah, it's too much, bro. It's like even in Costco, you see when you're just buying, for instance, kiwi, it's in a box. Like, bro,
So imagine that box, yeah.
We actually had to
10
throw
times.
some kiwis away the other day.
Yeah, see?
That's literally it. So unless you're eating fruit every minute of every day, you're not eating any snacks, and you're making smoothies. You know them people that make smoothies, all that sort of stuff.
It's true, you know.
And those kiwis will come in the same box you got the chicken in.
Yeah.
Not that kiwi box in Costco. 'Cause I know that kiwi box, that golden kiwi thing.
Yeah.
Not that one. Talking about
Yeah.
big joint.
Bro, Jacob, the chicken that I bought, me and Dej thought it was like 50. I'm sure they either said 50 or we just presumed it was 50. When me and my sister counted it the next day, so I just put in small freezer bags, 95 pieces.
Of what? Breast? Legs?
Nah, legs, but it was
drumsticks.
Drumsticks, sorry. How much? £18, innit?
Yeah, 18 quid.
For how many?
95.
95.
We thought 50, which is good because that's
Yeah.
I think that's 90p per drumstick. 95.
You guys,
bro, crazy.
Or 18 quid, bruv. Do you know what? If I come to yours tomorrow, if you want some, I got some bags in the freezer. Dej came and collected his portion the other night.
Nah, bro, I cooked it today.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Cooked
no,
it
it makes
today.
sense though. Because you're
Nah,
freezing.
bro, you froze it, innit?
Yeah.
I got a ribeye slab, yeah. I think 3 kilo for like 44 quid.
Yeah, yours was 3 kilo, yeah.
Jesus Christ. How many steaks can you get out of that?
I got 11 steaks out of it. Thick cut steaks as well. Thick.
You're laughing then, like £4.40 a steak, really.
Yeah, pretty much, fam.
Yeah.
And that steak was proper as well.
Yeah, man.
And then what did I?
British
beef shin.
Farms, mate. Yeah, beef shin. How much was your beef shin?
£19. What kilos did I get? I remember you remember the kilos when we were talking to my sister.
I think it was about it was either 2 kilos or just under 2.
Yeah.
So how often do you go there to shop there? In terms of, is that like where you buy meat only from?
Yeah. So I only get meat from there now.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't go butcher no more. It lasts me the month, innit?
Right.
I mean, just you and the missus, innit? So
yeah. Because the only meat that I actually used to get, because we started doing this in January now, so the only meat that we actually get from the shop now is like chicken, innit? Because chicken in the M&S is like £1.80 for like 6 pieces, so it was still alright, innit? We don't need to get that, because you see that thing that Joe got, we can't get that.
Yeah.
That is You
No,
see, the
it was
definition of
literally
greed, yeah, that would be too
it
much
was
for us.
it was a big box, bro. So
But
you,
for a family, that's perfect.
bro, even for family, it's
It's
crazy.
too much. Yeah, I think,
That's
yeah.
crazy, bro. Like it was in a box. You see in Costco, I didn't even realize. Like if say you just get a couple bags of stuff, let's just say noodles or whatever, but you don't put it in a trolley, they give you a box in it. They gave me one the other day. It's basically it was in that size, and then we asked them to put it in a bag in it, and the bag
That
was
bag was
heavy
heavy.
still.
Oh
That bag was
boy.
heavy.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
I
I'm trying to
used,
compare it to. I'm just trying to compare the chicken to Costco's chicken in terms of like the
oh, that's
sizing.
bigger. I feel like it came a bit more not washed, but a bit neat as well.
Oh, is it? Oh, what when you cooked it?
Yeah, yeah. Because when I was preparing it, I was like, right, this chicken looks decent already. Still
Fair.
washed it, of course, but
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes you buy chicken, like who got the worst chicken to buy, fam? It's Tesco, bro.
I'll be right. I ain't bought chicken
The,
from Tesco. I don't know if in my
bro, it's like
life.
it's like the bottom of the drumstick is just mad yellow, bro. Bare hair coming out of the thing, like. But this one
Yeah,
looked very clean, man. It looked clean.
To be fair, my
farmed
sister.
correctly.
British
But
farm,
nah,
man.
that's
So I just cut out the butchers when it comes to red meat now, and just go
Well,
straight to there.
makes sense. Makes
Even
sense.
oxtail as well. Next time I'll get oxtail.
yeah. My sister said we have to get her oxtail in it. So
Yeah, cheaper than the meat the meat shops here. It's cheaper by like £3 a kilo, so might as well.
Makes sense.
I mean, for shopping for the long term or bigger picture, it makes so much sense. Like if the time's there, we both had the time. Just like, bro, F it.
Yeah, and to be fair, like, even if you don't have time, yeah, but just go there at midnight and you'll be back at 1.
Yeah.
You always find what you're looking for.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And if it can cost you what on a food shop in a month, what £100 less essentially.
Oh, bro, like
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, it
Because
makes a lot more sense.
like Dej got his steak, and then I was like, Dej, I gotta leave it with something. I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah.
And initially, we saw one other like chicken stand first, and it was a good deal. And then we were like, oh, we'll come back to this one. And then when we walked further down, we saw the one that I bought from, and we were just like bloody like. Dej had to double check with the guy. He's like, "Are you sure that's the price for all this chicken?"
Yeah, because like I'm still new when it comes to like navigating that space. So when I saw all of that for that price, I was like, surely something crazy is happening here. But nah, man, it's just fully legit. It's just a lot of chicken.
But yeah, that's me and Dej the last week. How you doing, brother? Let the people them know how you're doing.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
all okay. I'm actually fine. Well, I'm not fine, but yeah, I'm fine. I tore the Achilles. So tore me Achilles on the 11 days ago now, actually. On the 11th of April.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's 11 days ago now. So yeah, tore it during the game. Then
it was the end of the game as well, wasn't it? When I saw on Twitter,
around like the 90th.
just before the 90th minute, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I would say 89th. Would have been around
What action was you doing the moment you tore it?
Do you know what's mad? I had taken a corner. I was running back from the corner, and I'm running back from the corner. Ball's in the air, so I've gone up for a header. I've come down, fine, and I've gone to run towards run towards where like the head has fallen. I've looked behind me because I've felt some like a pain in my calf. Yeah, like someone that just shot me in my calf. Which in my mind I'm thinking, oh, someone just kicked me in my calf. It's football, innit?
Yeah,
Weird place to kick you, but someone's kicked me in my calf. Look behind me, no one there. Look behind me again, no one was there.
Ooh.
Tried to take the next step, and as I take the next step, it's like there's a stone in my heel. Yeah. And I then try and move again, like push off again. And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. And as I've done that, I've sat down and at that point I've gone, I've torn my Achilles, because this is the first thing that everyone says. When you look behind you and there's no one there and you feel your calf and it's not your calf, it's your Achilles.
Mm.
Mm.
So I literally just sat down. And I'm sitting down waving, but the boys, everyone's still playing because it's 0-0. We're trying to get into the playoffs. I'm thinking, don't stop, but try and score. So eventually the ref stops the game, and then they just come on, get me. The physio looks at me. I told him straight away, I've torn my Achilles. And he goes, are you sure? I said, I've definitely torn it. Then he does the checks. He goes, full rupture. So
Did he squeeze your calf?
he didn't even have to squeeze my calf. He just had to do a mobility test.
Oh,
Because
fair.
I'm
Oh, so
just
what
a
the
Fair.
the physio could tell straight away then as well.
Yeah. Because
Right.
he felt behind, and there's a gap. Do you get what I mean? So where there's
Ooh.
obviously where Achilles usually is, there's no gap. So he just felt behind it. There was a gap there, and he was like, "Yeah, full rupture." And
Oh.
obviously, Craig, the assistant who's due to be the manager next year, um, he had done it before. He's torn his Achilles. So he was like, as soon as you look behind you, I knew it. I knew you had torn your Achilles. So he was literally just telling me what to kind of do. The club, mad place, gave me 2 wrong crutches. This guy, Maidstone one of the funniest. Gave me 2 wrong crutches. And I was thinking, bro, you guys want to make me laugh at this point. But then Craig was like, you can actually walk with it because you can't do any more damage.
All right.
But
Yeah,
because
it's gone.
it feels so weird. It just felt like there was something in the bottom of my foot. So walking in it was like, this don't feel correct. But as you see in NBA, most of them walk off.
Does it hurt in that instance? Like, obviously, not once it's happened. The walking off part.
No, do you know what? When it happened, it didn't hurt.
Right.
It just was like, I can't move anymore.
You still had
That's what it was.
adrenaline though, innit?
Yeah, and I had Aboniki everywhere. So
Oh.
do you get what I mean? I had Aboniki on my calves because I just rub it on my legs anyway. So I couldn't feel it anyway.
Wait,
You get what I mean?
sorry to pause you for this one. Did you have Aboniki before the tear or after the tear?
What do you mean?
Did you put on Aboniki before the rupture?
Yeah. So
As in
I
while you was playing and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as
so
I
I had it
think you
on
said, you do it before games, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
before games, I wear
Okay,
Aboniki.
cool.
Yeah, so I had it on. So that's probably a reason why I probably couldn't feel as much pain.
All right.
Mm.
You get what I mean? And then I take painkillers anyway, football players, yeah. I take painkillers. So there's probably a load in my system, so I couldn't feel anything. So Craig was like, no, you can actually walk on it because there's no more damage you can be done. So I did all of that sort of stuff, came home. I was going to go A&E the first day, but I was just like, there's no point because I've got a scan book for Monday from the club. But then Naya came round, Mrs. come round, she's like, no, we're going A&E on tomorrow, Sunday. So we went A&E on Sunday.
Which one did you go to?
Went Mayday, Croydon
Okay.
University Hospital, to be exact for the viewers. Saw them. They were actually really good. I was thinking I'm going to be in there for 8 hours. We literally went to A&E. Naya started a spill. She knows the system, so she managed to get me in the system fast. She started talking to them. We sat down for like 5 minutes. Then they called me in. They do your tests, all that stuff. You get what I mean? But then they called me in to see the. They called me in to do an X-ray. So I did an X-ray straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Then came back out for like 5 minutes, and they called me in to see the one of the doctors. Doctor saw it. He was like, "Yep, I can test." He tested it, saw it as a full rupture, gave me a boot, put the blocks in it, so my heel's raised, so obviously keeps the Achilles in close range to each other, Achilles and the calf in like a close range to each other, so you basically can't do any more damage. You can't, but that's how you can fix it without surgery. He then was like, the orthopedic, the guy from orthopedic, the consultant from orthopedics is going to come down and see you today. I was thinking I weren't going to see this guy at all. But he's like, he can come down and see you today. So just chill. He'll see you. We're going to give you blood thinners. And then we'll do that. So I saw the orthopedic surgeon. He then saw it. He was like, yep, full tear. He said, we'll need to get you in for a surgery soon if surgery is what you want. And obviously I explained to him my occupation, blah, 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 blah. He was like, okay, cool. We'll try and get you in for surgery within the next like 2-3 days. They then gave me blood thinners to go home with, which you know blood thinners is just stop blood clots. I need to take them every day. Yeah, I basically stabbed myself in my stomach basically, to thin the blood so we can get to the calf area because nothing is in that area right now. And then from there, went home, had an MRI booked for Monday, but the hospital rang me on Monday anyway. And they were like, oh, come in on Monday for an ultrasound scan at 12. But I said to them, I've already got a scan booked at Maidstone, an MRI. And they were like, okay, if you've got a scan booked there, don't bother coming in here because MRIs are better than ultrasounds. So had the MRI, got the hospital to send it over to Mayday. Mayday then see me they phoned me the next day and they were like, okay, cool, we've seen your stuff, blah, 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 blah. They didn't phone me. They phoned me. I passed it off to Naya. Naya spoke to them again. And they then phoned me back. And then they said, okay, cool. We're going to book you in for a scan, a surgery tomorrow. So that was then Wednesday. I went on a Wednesday to see, I hadn't had a consultant with the actual, I hadn't spoken to the surgeon yet, but I was in the emergency surgical center. So I went into that place. The surgeon then spoke to me and he was like, I sent your scans and everything to Dr. Kumar, who's the ankle specialist, the foot specialist. He deals with obviously all the stuff around Achilles attachments and that sort of stuff. And he was basically said to me, I don't want to do it because I can do it, but I'm not going to reattach it the way you need it done because we learn a specific way and he's the ankle specialist. So Dr. Kumar wanted to see me on Thursday morning. So he was like, you can either get it done today. He said, I can do it, or you can wait for the specialist. And I wanted Dr. Kumar to do it. I'd researched him. I wanted him to do my surgery. So the surgeon at the time, he just said, come back tomorrow. He'll see you at 10 a.m. in the morning and you get your surgery done. Well, he'll see you at 10 a.m. in the morning. And he said, you can guaranteed have surgery on Monday. I was like, okay, cool. Monday, I'll wait. So I got a phone call. And that evening they said, don't eat, starve yourself, basically. You have to starve yourself before you have surgery. So they said, starve yourself from like 8 o'clock or whatever and come in because you might have surgery tomorrow. So then I went in to see doctor. Morning came, Thursday morning, 9. I had to see Dr. Kumar at 10 a.m., but they rang me at like 8:45 and said, can you get in now? There's no point waiting. Like Dr. Kumar is only waiting for you. So I said, okay, cool. Came in, saw him, spoke to him. We had a good conversation. He obviously used to play rugby and sports and hockey and that sort of stuff. So he's used to these. He's had the same reattachment surgery done. We had a good conversation. He told me about the rehab processes and what I need to do and whatnot. Basically went down the line of everything. Had a good conversation for 20 minutes. He was like, if you want to get the surgery done, we'll do it in an hour. Boom. So went to where I was, got the surgery done, and here I am today.
In that gap before your surgery, I guess that is when you voice noted us in the group chat or something. You're like, boys, I'm going into surgery soon or something. Like, oh, I'm getting it today.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's when I messaged you guys, I'm going to surgery today because I was meant to go surgery the day before.
Yeah.
But obviously I moved it basically so I could have it done by the ankle specialist.
Mm-hmm.
So he's done it, and then he's real good though. I got to big up Dr. Kumar, so he's real good.
How long was the surgery?
I think the surgery was 45 minutes.
I was gonna say it was quick, cause when you posted with the thumbs up, I was like, bro, like I know serious surgeries usually take quite long.
Yeah,
no, but it's a full rupture though, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's 45 minutes to an hour. The only good thing was that I sent you did I send you guys the scan details?
Yeah, I was reading it still.
Yeah, so everything on my ankle was intact. So the problem with some of these surgeries is when you tear your Achilles, bone fragments fly about too.
Yeah.
Do you get
But
what
his
I mean?
one was a clean break, innit?
Yeah.
So it made the
That's what you were
surgery so
saying in the
much
chat,
easier.
innit, Edge?
Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing was anywhere. Everything was in one place. So it's like I just need to go into this area and fix this thing. And he didn't need to reattach from the heel. They usually reattach from the heel and come up. He said my as much as I tore my Achilles, the tear wasn't massive. Do you get what I mean? So they can just reattach where I've torn essentially, which isn't a massive gap. So
And
they've done that.
It wasn't near your ankle with your old injury.
Exactly. So
Because on that scan it showed that you had an old injury there as well.
on the syndesmosis on the other side.
Yeah. That's not even on the same bit.
Yeah, so that's the benefits of me tearing my Achilles that specific way.
Yeah.
And basically try and going in as quickly as I did. So yeah, that was the good thing about that. So yeah. But yeah, we got a long rehab process now. I'm in the boot for the next God knows how long, 8 to 10 weeks, and then yeah, we go from there. And it's right foot, so no driving, no none of that. It just yeah, bro. My car's been just sitting out there. It's just sitting out there for the fun of it.
Yeah. See, because obviously you don't know Mike. Mike's been on the pod, viewers and listeners, a few times. Mike
Yeah.
done ruptured his Achilles in Jan, but his
Mhm.
was he's left. So luckily he could, and obviously like in not our world effectively, but he had to go to work fairly soon after. Do you know what I mean? Or else
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
going to get paid.
yeah.
And luckily it was he's left, so he could still drive to work. Like I think he
Mm.
was on the first or second week. Because he waited only slightly longer than you for yours. Because that's what I was saying before we started the episode. Like I know ACL, for instance, the waiting list can be really long, whereas Achilles,
Yeah,
from what I've heard, Achilles lists ain't as long because it's kind of rare for like NHS, for instance. So
that's
yeah,
true. That's true. And you can, so you know, though, sometimes they don't even. Did Mike get surgery?
yeah, he got surgery.
Yeah, because sometimes they won't operate on people. To be fair, they're just like
Mm,
you can sit in the boot and they'll recover. So
yeah,
like,
I think they gave him the option as well, kind of like you, because they
mm,
basically told him, and but he said he was lucky
That's mad.
the week after he did it also, um his friend knows like a specialist ankle surgeon as well, and
mm,
so I think his friend told the ankle surgeon or foot surgeon or whatever, and he's like, oh, just send me like the pictures or the report or from the initial scan and stuff like that. And then the surgeon told him directly, basically like how your report was when Dej was giving the feedback on it. When
mm.
he sent in the chat how in detail it was basic. The surgeon basically gave him a report, his own report. He's like, I got free
Oh,
time, and
okay,
he done his own version as well.
right.
And then I think that confirmed to him, all right, cool, let me get surgery
Mm.
and
That would
stuff like
make
that.
sense.
Because I saw him like the day or two before he had surgery, and then that blood thing that you're talking about, I saw him doing it as well. I was like flipping off, like
Yeah,
that's mad.
blood thinners. That's the only problem, though. They'll like find fat on your body, and then I showed that. So we got given the blood thinners before. They're like find fat on your body, and I showed them my body, and they're like, okay, well, this is going to be difficult because
Mm.
you have to actually put it on a place where there's fat, and they're like, yeah, use your stomach. They looked, they said, okay, don't stab yourself in your stomach because it won't
Mr.
work.
Six Pack.
I was gonna say he said pop, pop, pop,
Pat,
definition
pat,
pop.
pat.
Then
No,
they were
no
like,
eggs, you know.
You won't struggle with me, mates. You won't struggle with me, mates.
No egg,
but
no nut.
then
Hey,
but then they were like, stab yourself in the leg. And then they looked at the leg and they're like, okay, you can't do that either. So then we were just like, where are we putting these blood thinners in?
you got to put in your ass, mate. No
That's what
pause.
my missus was saying. That's what she was saying. You said you got to stab yourself in you got to put in your bum. And I was like, nah, we can't do it there. So we just found, we just literally trying to find every day. It's just finding somewhere that you could just pull. If I can pluck it, I'm putting it in there. So yeah, man. That's what's been going on. But yeah, you just go road to recovery. See, Mikey's all right because obviously his livelihood doesn't revolve around his feet.
it,
That's why Mikey's all right.
it did hinder initially though, because I think
Yeah,
he was thinking work wise, like until he's like, bro, I actually need to get back into work soon.
yeah.
Because
So what? He only took a week, 2 weeks off.
I think after surgery, if I'm not mistaken. So I think he initially took off maybe a week or two after it happened, and then after the surgery, 'cause I believe, if I'm not mistaken, his surgery was like 2 weeks after or so. Might correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah.
Right. So is he still in the boot now?
Nah,
Right.
is that a boot?
I think he's out of the boot. I think he might have posted recently of being out of the boot.
Oh wait, was this after the pod?
Not after the pod.
Yeah, after our pod that we've done with him.
Yeah, no, Matt done his Achilles in Jan.
Wow,
Yeah, literally. It was like the week before I went to LA, I think.
wow.
Because
Right.
when I came back, that's when I saw him, and then it's like shit.
Yeah, I
But
was
at that
thinking so.
point, he hadn't had surgery yet, so I think he had it like a day or two. 'Cause he basically the same thing. Like I think they said to him, we'll call you tomorrow, just for argument's sake, we'll call you tomorrow to let you know if you're going to have it the following day. And
Right,
then
right,
they
right.
gave him the call, and then they were like, yeah, the food thing, don't eat, and all that jazz
Mm.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah, so yeah. But
Wow.
yeah, it's a hindrance. It's a hindrance, especially if it's being right foot. I can't even. Obviously, my livelihood depends on my feet, so that's the problem. But
how
you know,
long do you think you can't drive for?
how long do I think I can't drive for? I'm not allowed to drive while I'm in this boot.
So that's an 8
Any
to 10.
8 to 10? Fuck.
Yeah, you're not because I can't do this.
Yeah.
This is
There's
that
no.
function is done.
Yeah, there's no. If I do it like physically, the boot doesn't allow you to do this. First off,
Yeah.
I can't take the boot off, and
Yeah,
when I get back
you
to be
can't plant
doing
your
this
toes,
movement,
man.
yeah,
That
I'm gonna get back
movement
to
is
doing this
done,
movement.
fam.
The first thing I'm doing is not driving because it's not. I don't want to be doing this and then it just tears doing
It
that.
will
Do you get what I
just,
mean?
yeah, man, because bro, it will wear and tear, man.
Mm-hmm.
And driving will do that to you.
So
Yeah,
realistically, yeah, you're not going to drive for like, just say argument's sake, minimum 3 months.
yeah. Realistically, no. Yeah, but that's the thing though. And I'm gonna need to because
In
I need
fact,
to
even more than
rehab.
that. Yeah.
But I'm gonna need to rehab. So I'm gonna have to be. You're just gonna have to be smart with things. But obviously, I got to drive to rehab and
Where's the
stuff like
rehab
that.
gonna be?
It depends. Obviously, I think I'm gonna go to FSCR. So back where I was in Battersea when I did my
Okay,
hamstring.
it's not bad. It's not bad.
But obviously, it just honestly depends
Mm,
because it's just building up your calf again.
mm,
Really, building up your calf muscle. You got to relearn how to walk. So my one, you got to really relearn how to walk in. So I relearn how to walk it after like when I'm out the boot, and then building up the calf, then slowly into really building it up, and then I'm really building my whole right leg realistically because the muscles on my quad are gonna waste away. I can use a tens machine, but it can only do so much.
mm.
Um, so yeah, that's gonna
Before
be.
before we move on, did you have any calf niggles? You know, like how we hear with some athletes, they just fully rupture without no prior calf pain,
Mm.
and then some do have small calf pain that leads to Achilles tears and stuff like that.
No, nothing on my calf. You know what's mad? My left leg was hurting me.
Oh,
That's the funniest thing. My left leg was the one that was hurting me. I had a dead leg,
I remember you
muscles were
said you had a dead
Yeah,
leg
yeah, I remember
the
that
week
as well.
before or so. Yeah.
yeah, everything on my left side was hurting me. So my right side felt fresh. So I was thinking, oh, this is cool. And then yeah, it just happens. Do you know what? While I'm actually injured and I got time, I'm gonna. I said this the other day. I'm gonna do a study on Achilles injuries because they've been happening so frequently, especially in football. Because I think it's actually overuse of just this movement. Because you're always as much as you think you're not in football, you're always doing this movement. Because when the ball comes, if you
That's
stop it like
everything.
this, yeah, you're pushing off to run, and everything is. Do you get what I mean? And it could be surfaces, but then I don't think it is surfaces because obviously Ekatika did his the same week I
Yeah,
did mine.
literally.
And one of my boys that plays for Bromley, Jesse Deborah, he did his a few weeks ago, just pushing off. There's been a mad uptick in just Achilles tears, and they're out
Mhm.
of nowhere. Do you get what I mean? Even in
Mm.
basketball, I think basketball is obviously jumping and landing and that sort of stuff. But you see how they're mainly doing it. It's just pushing off.
The
Halliburton's,
regularity of it, well, last year in the NBA, the three that
yeah,
we had in the space of 2-3 months, was it Dame first, Tatum, and
yeah,
then Halliburton?
yeah. And that's the thing. So I'm gonna really delve in and try and work out what's going on because there must be a reason behind it because it's the unpreventable injury. That's what it's actually called right now. You can't prevent it because there's nothing you can do to. Do you get what I mean? You can't
Mm.
strengthen that there.
Yeah,
Nah.
So when
it's
it
literally,
goes, you just look around like you can't blame no one.
it's literally the wrong lock of the draw.
Yeah, basically.
That's going to be an interesting study. I'm keen to find out the results of that. So I hope it goes well for you.
Yeah, bro. I'm doing that, and I'm doing a study on momentum. So I got a few things to work on in this period
Momentum.
of time. Yes,
Wait,
momentum.
tell me more about this.
So so momentum swings in sports and why it happens. So in terms of like, for instance, when you see a game of football
Mm.
and okay, when you're watching a game, let me try and think of a game that happened
I
recently.
feel like you spoke about this on Chatbox last week. Well, your last
I,
episode, didn't
yeah, yeah, we did. But
you?
I was involved in the game that ended 5-4. Let's put it like that. Yeah, a few
Mm.
weeks back, we were 3-0 up after 13 minutes. I was on the bench. I sat and said, if we don't score a fourth right now and they score one, momentum's now in their favor. Do you get
Mm.
what I mean? They scored one, they scored two, we score again. Momentum's still not back with us because we're still just playing with house kind of money at this point. They
Mm.
score again, they score again. It's 4-4 at half time. So I wanted to do a study on momentum swings and why it happens and where it happens and things of that nature, because I feel like it's interesting and I feel like it's something that I read about a lot in terms of like when I'm reading Malcolm Gladwell books and he'll break down why things happen. So I want to do the same thing with momentum and try and work out
Mm.
why it happens and how the flow swings. You see it in NBA games, in boxing matches, it could be crowd noise, it could be something else, but every run that happens in NBA is a momentum swing. Do you get what I mean? How do you
Mm.
go from being 20 down to being 5 up in a space of 5 minutes? It's all
Mm.
momentum. So, but why does that happen? And why does the other team react the way it happens? Like the last 5 minutes of games, last 10 minutes of games, why does a team drop off when you're winning 2-1? Why don't you carry on playing the same way? Because all you're doing is inviting pressure and then the other team should score. So I want to understand and delve into why that happens.
I can already think of a few things as to why, but yeah, I'm interested to hear your findings of that.
Yeah. So those are two things I'll dive into in this long period of time I got off.
Do you know what? I've got a book for you, but I'll talk about it off camera
Cool,
because
cool,
I
cool.
ain't finished it yet.
Nice.
Speaking of momentum,
Yep.
Premier League title race.
I love it.
The Premier League title race. Manchester City, we said we'll wait this week. Obviously, they've just beat Burnley a couple hours ago, 1-0 to go top of the table after Arsenal have spent, if I'm not mistaken, about 26 weeks at the top of the table, 26 match weeks or something like that at top of the table. Obviously, City, they got the same. City are ahead on goals difference on goals scored, but they're both plus 37, if I'm not mistaken. And they're both heading into the final 5 games, both in a cup competition. City got FA Cup this weekend, Arsenal got Champions League next week. I mean, since it's your team before Dej gets on his spiel, Jacob, do you believe you guys can still win the league?
It's over. It's over. It's over.
Because Jacob's
It's over.
been one of the Arsenal fans that's been confident for a long time.
It's over now. Do you know what? It's the hope that will kill you. But this time, I don't know what Arsenal won. I really don't know what we won. When we lost the game to Bournemouth, the day I tore my Achilles, actually, funny enough, I looked and said, it might be done now. But, we could go Man City, get a draw. But it's over, man. The football has caught up to us. I say the football. The no football that we're playing has caught up to us because we now just look lost out there. We look lost out there. Arteta don't look like he's making any timely subs. The substitutions he's making feel wrong. We have so many injuries, and the people that are meant to be our key players are playing bad at the wrong time. Do you get what I mean? Gabriel's been bad since he come back from international duty, respectfully. So,
I mean, international duty, he didn't even play.
exactly. So I don't know what happened to him, but hey. So yeah, it doesn't look good right now. Hopefully we can pick up some results. I see City drawing or losing. Their running is harder on paper than ours. And if they play the way they played today against those other teams, they will lose a game. Do you get what I mean? City are vulnerable still. I don't trust City, but what City have that Arsenal don't have is 1, 2, 3 players that can win a game by themselves. That's the difference. At any given day, Shirky can win a game. Haaland can win a game. Semenyo can win a game. Doku can win a game. Do you get what I mean? Any given day. Arsenal haven't got that. We got Eze, love him as a football player, but I don't think he's a player that can win you a football match right now. I think earlier in the season he could. Tottenham, if we're playing Tottenham, Eze can win you a game. Do you
But
get what I mean?
sorry to cut you off. In the City game, Arteta shouldn't have taken off Eze.
No, this is why I said
He
questionable
was
subs. He should take off
he was
Odegaard.
threatening, like, or he was the one that you could that was trying to do something.
100%, 100%. I think he's our most creative player.
Yeah,
Do you get what I mean? And I
right
feel
now he
like
is.
he's the one that's gonna make a difference and he's gonna win the game. But I almost feel like them boys at Man City, you can see that they can win the game. You just don't know if Eze is gonna win this game today. If he's on, he's on. But if he's not on, he's not on. Shirky seems on every week. Do you get what I mean? And City's style allows him to be on. Arsenal's style of football does not allow him to be on right now. We're playing a very defensive style of football. We're playing for set pieces. We're still in that mode. Let's try and win these games 1-0. Well, we can't win games 1-0 anymore because this could go down to goal difference. We need
I
to
mean,
score.
this City game though, that was of your recent games approach wise. That was probably Arteta's not most attacking approach, but most refreshing in the most recent games. Because you guys had chances. Like
Because he
City
knew
were
he
there
had
for
to
the
go for it.
not there for the taking, but you guys had chances to not win, to not lose the match as well. Like you could have taken the leads, Havertz his initial 1-on-1, and then late opportunity to equalize late in the game as well with the header. Eze hitting the post, like obviously
Mhm.
that's just more individual brilliance. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
and that's why Eze should have stayed on because he's the only one that looked like could do something like that for you guys. Like Odegaard, I don't know how he wasn't subbed off.
But I'm still wondering how he wasn't subbed off. But I'm not the manager of Arsenal. Arteta is, so it's his decision. And hey, you live and die by the decisions. If we do not win anything, you died by that decision you made. So you will be out the door come the end of the season. Bring in Xabi Alonso. I'll be happy. I'll see some good football again. And if we don't win, at least I see good football. This is my thing. If we're not gonna win anything, I need to see good football. If we're gonna come second every year, let's come second in style. Let's not come second the worst type of way possible. So,
this will be bad.
look,
Me personally, I think obviously Deja will work for yours. Me personally, I think you guys. I've had you guys winning the league, but like we've just spoke on, momentum is all in City's direction. They've got the harder running, but they've got the momentum, and a few of their players have been there, been here exactly. Their manager has more than been here. Like you could tell early on in the season, or most of the season, Pep looked disinterested, and then
yeah,
as you guys were not, you guys had a good gap. Ah, yeah, Pep's just Pep. Now it's like you lot fumbling has given Pep a buzz in his step. Like, oh shit.
yes,
Because arguably, if Man City win the league, he can call this his best Premier League title because it's
you
not
can.
his strongest squad in comparison to the squads that he's had to win the Premier League
I'll
in,
be
I
real
think,
though.
recent years and stuff like that.
I'll be
So,
real.
me
This,
personally, I think given the run-ins, I do think City are going to drop points. And not scoring enough against Burnley because I always thought the game was going to be tight anyway. Even though Burnley got relegated from that game, City had bags of chances. From what I saw, even though I didn't watch the game, I saw like clips and stuff to score because they're actually stupid high from that game as well. But I think if I was saying it to my boys on the phone last week before the game, obviously you guys will go into the City game just trying to go with the approach to win, but if they got a draw, it would have been a fantastic result. And then when the likes of say Saka and Timber come back, even though I don't know when they're coming back, if you guys can just stay with City and say they're back next week, because I think I read something yesterday that one of them should be back within this week or something like that, then you're cutting edge. Like I saw a stat yesterday, I think 73% or something like that of the game Saka's played, Arsenal have won. Whereas it's like Arsenal's win percentage without him is like 46% or something like that. I think just under 50%. And I was like, even though Saka's not had a good season and the injuries have caught up to him like the last 18 months or whatever, his presence alone is a lot for Arsenal. And you can see that like when the replacements are playing and stuff like that. That Saka might not have a good game, but boy, you guys will just still manage to grab a win or something. So I just think is how Arsenal navigate the Champions League ties in between, because they're in it to win it. Like they're in the semi-final. My boys are like, oh, let's go, blah blah blah. I was like, bro, it's a cup competition. We've seen it many times in Champions League. Just before the game, they could just say Alvarez is out, and then boom.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
it's
mean?
true.
So like, PSG are sweating to see if Nuno Mendes is going to be back for the Bayern Munich game. I've not seen their lineup tonight, so maybe he might be. But things like that, like PSG will be
Yeah.
favourites for the whole competition. But if the best fullback in the world ain't playing, and the way Bayern are playing, it's like, bro, cup competition, boom, they could just knock you out quickly like that. So I just think for
Yeah.
Arsenal, it's how they navigate that, the games, the Champions League games in between, and then go on from there. But brother Dej, I've rambled on that. I know you. As soon as we started the topic, you were laughing with a bit of a Vegeta laugh.
Nah. No. Do you know what? What I have to say about this isn't even going to be that long. I just think what's happened up to this point, because I think we all had Arsenal to win anyway. But I think what's happened up to this point is just a mismanagement of the squad that he's had in it. And I'm not talking about like a great mismanagement. I'm just talking about like just a small acute mismanagement, because I think that with Saka, being like the focal point for a couple of years, we've always said that he needed to rest more.
Mm.
And just the fact that he needed the rest last season and the season before that, this accumulation of overplaying, has come to hurt him in this crucial time. That's what I think anyway, because his injury is Achilles as well, isn't it?
I believe so. No, it
Yeah,
hasn't been
But
exposed as
it's not like an Achilles tear.
it's
yeah.
just a tight one. That
Yeah.
could be if you push it too much.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if you played a few more games that you shouldn't have been playing in the first place,
Mm-hmm.
Achilles.
Yep.
So, and there's that mismanagement. That's number one. Number two, Eze. I believe that Eze needed more of a confidence boost from Arteta, to go out and flourish a bit more.
Mm.
Because there are times when you can see that Eze wanted to do a bit more, but Arteta didn't want to. Should I say Arteta didn't want to use him like that, or Arteta didn't
Yeah,
trust
you
him
can
to
say
do
that.
those things?
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that.
Yeah.
100%.
So that's just what me looking from the outside. That's what it seems like, innit? Like he wants to create more, but because he's at Arsenal, maybe he doesn't want to do too much. But Arteta needs to give him that confidence to be like, no, we got you for this reason to go and do this. Because you've been at Palace, being star man at Palace, but now we need you to do that over here with more refined players that can do that on a regular basis.
Just
Go
before
on.
you continue on that particular point, like again on the phone conversation with my boys, they were like, oh, look at Shirky for instance. Like you can tell he pisses Pep off, but because of his brilliance, like Pep just has to let certain things slide. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or somewhat mavericks in teams. Sometimes I said the thing with I agree with what you said on Eze, but the slight tweak I'd say to this, I said it in one of my chats a couple months ago. I was like, for me, I'm not saying he doesn't, but Eze needs to seem like he wants it more. Sometimes I think players with individual brilliance, they need to disobey their manager. Not obviously, but you show what you can really do because you have that ability. For instance, Eze does have the ability to pull off certain things. The likes of Shirky does. Like, it's not coaching things. It's like, I'm going to go win you the game because I have this ability. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And I feel like maybe it's because the way Arteta manages the squad, he gives off like a dictator vibe. So like, he seems like he selectively signs these players that he's not going to get any pushback from any lashback. But yeah, go on. I just wanted to add that 2 pence.
Yeah. So that's number two. Number three is the over-reliance, on Martin Odegaard, Because when he was injured, you guys
We
were
played
like,
better football.
you were fine.
Mm-hmm.
And fair enough, he's your captain, yeah. Fair enough, he does all that captain duty, blah blah blah. But you can tell that if you put this guy in certain matches, it's going to be disruptive in a negative way. Because sometimes I feel like he slows the game down, yeah. Where instead of getting the ball out quick to Martinelli, because Martinelli he's a disruptor, whether we like it or not. Because nobody knows what he's thinking.
Not even him.
But it works.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes,
And
but I get
yeah,
what you're saying.
but that disruptiveness, like Darwin Núñez had when last season,
Yeah.
like
You can,
that kind of disruptiveness, like you needed that as well sometimes. But I feel like he's kind of not Odegaard's taking that away from Martinelli, but Arteta's kind of taking that away from Martinelli as well, because he's gone through like some sort of confidence decline as well.
I think do you know what? I think they all have.
Yeah. Then
You can see it.
what number was I on? That was 3. Number 4, yeah. is Gyökeres, yeah. Mismanagement of Gyökeres, yeah. I actually think that he's better than what you guys have allowed him to be.
Right.
Because I do think he showed glimpses of, all right, being the number 9. But then I feel like he's trying to do a bit more than just be a number 9. Which I feel like you lot don't need that right now. You lot just need a number 9 to be a number 9, which is what you lot have been crying about for the past 2 seasons.
But Arteta's making him do more than he needs to do. I feel like, when he's got him running channels, he's got him doing this stuff. Half the time I'm seeing Gyökeres on the ball, he's not in a position to score a goal.
Yeah, and it's like, what are you even doing there?
Yeah, but
this
we
is
didn't.
Someone else's
We wanted
position
a
right
9
now.
to do. If we wanted that type of 9, we should have signed Isak. But we went and got Gyökeres to be a different type of 9. So that's why the signings. Hey, carry on, Dej.
And so that was number 4.
5.
Number 5 now, yeah. This just encapsulates the whole thing. Arteta's press conferences. So now, the City match in particular, I only want to talk about was it the post-Champions League press conference when he said he's going to bring the fire anyway? You see this fire that he's talking about, yeah? You needed this fire, yeah, when you lot was 12 points up, yeah? And you need to finish everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not like, back to your study about momentum, there's no time to rest, fam.
Especially
you need to kill it off.
When you've got a pep team potentially chasing you.
When your dad is chasing you.
Mm-hmm.
when
Literally.
when your father is chasing you.
Mm-hmm.
You know when the dad is playing with their son, they're not going to expend all their energy trying to chase. They'll know exactly when to run and they'll catch the son.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what's happened now. But there's 5 games left, and hopefully they can learn that, okay, fair enough, people were saying corners. Bro, score how you want to score in it. I don't really care. Because if we was number 1 scorers, so?
But we don't score enough, though.
Now
the set piece one anyway.
Now
that you lot ain't scoring,
teams are starting to handle your set pieces a bit better, which is now showing on the footballing side.
Oh no, but the footballing side was terrible in the first place, though. That's the thing.
But
everyone
it's further exposing it because you're not scoring as much. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
But now it's just this 5 games now. It's just a dogfight. But I think what makes it a bit worse for you guys got Champions League as well, which you're also in, which doesn't really help the situation.
You've got to go for it. Like
you just have to now. You're here now.
You have to get all your swords out for all things. Do you know what is, yeah? Another thing I was saying is like, obviously, a lot of people, as a United fan, I don't want Arsenal to win, but I think as a fan of football and as a fan of the sport, and I'm tired of City's dominance, like, even though they didn't win it last season, I think that's not what swayed me to wanting Arsenal to win, but Arsenal were building the team to win it. So I thought, all right, cool. Not that I thought the signings were special. I just thought the squad depth helped because that's where they were lacking the last couple of years. And
Number 6, the the
do your
the
thing.
the, the failure to use the squad effectively as well. Sorry
The
to
squad's
even
not
cut
good
you off,
enough.
Joe.
The
No,
squad's
no,
not good enough, then.
that's a good point because someone
No,
like
because
Declan Rice,
I believe
Rice is
your
getting
squad is
tired.
good enough. I
Nah,
really believe your squad is good enough,
the
bro.
squad looked good enough, but then you start deep in what's going on, and then you can't have Madueke and Martinelli play in the same team at the same time. You got two of the same man that like to run, that don't know where the lines are on the football pitch. That's the problem. You got two of them, man. So you can't have them both playing at the same time. You got Eze and Odegaard. Arteta makes them play very similar styles. They're not similar players, but Arteta makes them play very similar styles of play. Eze is a completely different player. You then have Norgard as your backup to Declan Rice or Zubamendi. Norgard's played like 30, in total, like 45 minutes this season in the Premier League. I'll be real.
I think he
You
should
get what
have
I mean?
used him more.
Yeah,
He should have, but he wanted to run everyone into the ground. Timber. I've just started seeing Ben White recently. I didn't know Ben White was still kicking ball. I started
Like
seeing
he
Ben
should have
White
used him
recently.
more as well. Like you see
Bro,
these backup people, he should have used them way more than what he has done. Because these backup people, they're not backup for when the guy goes down. No, you need to keep them. You need to keep them in the game.
this is the
So that
thing.
when it's time
And
to
then,
call upon them, it's like nothing really changes in the squad.
no, but the B team, and I'm going to call them the B team respectfully, it looks like there's a massive drop off. You see, like when City make subs, you're like, oh my God, this brother's coming on. Oh my God. Do you get what I mean? City makes
Because they
subs
all
and
play,
your head
bro.
is still hurting. Arsenal make subs and you see a man that's about to run off the pitch. You see a man that can't defend. You see a man that can't pass the ball 5 yards. This is the problem. Arteta signed man that he likes in life. He didn't sign good football players. He moves like he's a youth team coach. Like he just needs to control everyone. He needs to be a manager where you like the Shirkies. He needs people to disobey, defy him. But he just signs man that just follow his regime. As someone always said before, we spoke about it, but everyone else was too nice. They're all married. There's no man that gonna go out at night and do the wrong things. This is the thing. That's what you need.
Every
Sometimes you
squad
need
needs a
that.
John Terry.
No, maybe not that far, but you know.
Aye.
Ryan
He's one,
Giggs.
he's one of Deji, you've just named two of the most winningest captains in the Premier League.
Bro.
But you need that. You do need. You're right in saying that. You do need something different about you because you know in the Man City's change room there's difference makers. There's madmen. They might not be madmen, but they had Grealish. We knew he was a madman. Do you get what I mean? They had him. Shirky
Mm,
just he just loves the game, his style. Pep is a
yeah,
madman. I saw Pep
yeah.
talking to himself in a video the other day.
I saw that
Put us
video.
into the air.
Training.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
Pep's a madman. Like you
I
need the people that love the game deeply like that. Crazy. You need them to win. But we don't have that. I can
I
see
think
it. We
I
don't have
think
that.
Arteta's got his own version. Like, and I feel like a lot of the stuff that has come out, say like the TikTok or when they were doing the pencil thing in training, me personally, I don't have a problem with that because one, they show you what they want to show you. Because people are like, oh, we need to see another side. I'm like, bro, like you're not gonna see everything. You're not gonna see the full picture. And I feel like training sessions from back in the day when I played football anyway, I needed something different to keep me engaged as well. And I think like Arteta's in a space where he's just trying different methods because no one, maybe one or two people in the team have been in this position. Everyone else hasn't. And as I was saying, going back before Dej made point number 6, this is where like, and we see it in other sports when a team or a superstar player is trying to win. Like, I think as a sporting fan, I'm actually enjoying this Arsenal process and to see if they make it over the line in either the
Mm.
league or Champions League. Preferably for you guys, I'm guessing the league, because do you know what I mean? Even though you've never won Champions League, conversation for another day. But in this particular, because of how many seasons in a row you finish second, it's going to be a crazy amount. And the fact that you guys have basically had this in the palm of your hands, and if you're then to lose it with how your top players are becoming mature and becoming the best players or challenging for the best players in their particular positions, I feel like this is a make or break for Arsenal for a few of their players. It's either gonna, if you guys win it, I think that's when the football inside really needs to be focused on. But if you guys don't win it, I think it's gonna break your squad because
If we don't
they've
win
been
it,
there
Arteta's
too
not going to
many
be the manager.
times. And this, even the ones that have recently signed contracts over the years, they might just think, bro, F this, we can't do this with this guy. Especially if I'm not saying Arsenal should sack Arteta if they don't win it, but the players might think that. Because we've
No, there'll
seen
be
in
changes.
multiple. Huh?
There'll be changes. If we don't win this year, there'll be changes. There's no more this. You can't rely on what we're relying on and get nowhere, because at this point we're just doing the same thing over and over again with no different results. And what's that a sign of, people? Madness. So if you're a mad person, and I know the Arsenal owner isn't, because guess what? He wins in every other sport. He wins in every other sport. We've seen that. He
Mhm.
made changes in every other sport. The Denver Nuggets, we saw the changes he made at a mad time. Do you get what I mean? Arteta, don't think you're safe, because we've seen it done before. We've seen the
Yeah.
Cronky move mad. So lose and you'll see. That's
Do you know
that's
what?
my
The Nuggets point, that's a good point. Because even when Mike Malone got
Malone.
sacked, everyone was surprised. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
They just come off winning. They were winning. You get what I mean? They weren't a losing team, but they said, nah, bro, everyone's got to go. So don't be surprised if that happens at Arsenal too, if we don't win anything. I feel like Arteta's got his job until the end of the year, but there's Xabi Alonso's out there, you know.
I don't think the manager market's very good. Not very good. I don't think it's big. Like,
No,
in
it's
terms
not
of
big, but for Arsenal, you remember Arsenal's the type of club now, you can go and buy a manager if you want one.
yeah.
So it's open. The only one you're not getting is Pep. But other than that, bro, the world is your oyster. Vincent Company. I don't know if he wants to come back to the Prem, but you never know. But this is my thing. Also, last point on what you said about Eze earlier, I feel like he drifts in games. I feel like he can drift in the game, whereas he's not always engaged. And I think that's a footballing problem with Arsenal. Shirky, as much as like he disobeys Pep and he's a game changer, he never drifts in games. He's always in the game. The ball's always at his feet at some aspect. He always touches it. He goes to places to get the ball. Eze will allow someone else to dictate to him how the game's going to be played. Shirky doesn't let that happen. He goes and dictates the game. Even today against Burnley, the game was rubbish and they weren't playing well like that. But Shirky was at the heart of everything Man City were doing, and he demands the ball everywhere. I think Eze needs to do that sort of thing, because when Trossard comes on the pitch, Trossard's not the player that Eze is, but Trossard is always everywhere, going everywhere and getting the ball. So you do the same thing. So I feel like if we're going to take the next step, if he's going to take the next step as the leader of Arsenal in the creativity department, you got to do what those players do.
And that's where someone like, again, if might have said it previously, if you guys had Bruno, Arsenal would have won the league. Like, I
A long
can't
time
believe
ago.
I've become a Bruno stan, but Arsenal would have won the league because Bruno always wants to get on the ball. It might be doing too much, but the reason why I like him now is because his overall gameplay is calmer, but he always still creates. Do you know what I mean? And I was saying this to Kadeem today at the Palace United under 18s game about, like, in regards to Shirky. Shirky, people have this perception, it's just, obviously we feel like he's bringing our football back, great football back. He's saving football effectively. But Shirky does things with a purpose as well. Like, he doesn't waste time. He's direct. He wants to kill you. He wants to kill you in style, but he wants to kill you. Do you know what I mean? And that's where I say a lot of players with his ability in the past, it's more so the showboating aspect first, and then that part. Shirky's got a very good mixture. And that's where, like, again, going back to the Arsenal squad, it's like, bro,
There's no one that can do it.
who's gonna, title winning teams need mavericks. Like, even if Arsenal get it over the line, there's no one in their team that makes me think
There'll be no
It'll be our centre
standout,
backs.
innit?
It'll be our centre backs.
Like that. Me personally, that's why I've always said you guys were gonna win the league, because you guys don't concede much. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Like, if teams do score against you, it's an arm and a leg. It's literally Haaland's goal. It's a wrestle. Shirky's goal. It's magnificent brilliance to do that to Gabriel. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas City, even though they've not been conceding as much recently, I feel like teams open them up easier. Like, Donnarumma makes bigger saves than Raya does, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Raya makes he's got into this space where he makes
He makes one sensational save a game.
a game and stuff like that. Donnarumma's 2 or 3. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I was just saying to the boys. Like, if Arsenal just stay in these games, nick the, and then just for argument's sake, the final 3-4, Saka's back, Timber's back, blah blah blah. For instance, like you can see it, like Rice looks tired, bro, but he's still going. Like even Man City, I don't think he played well, but I had to credit his engine, bruv.
Mm.
You do know, if Arsenal lose the league, I'm not blaming it on this game that we lost to Man City.
No,
It's
thanks.
No.
Brentford
Because
when we
that
drew
was
0-0.
the City game was a very good not deciding game, but a very good top two game. Like when you
Yes.
just accept whichever team has taken it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's Wolves. In fact, it is Wolves when we decided to draw 2-2 because Gabriel and Mr. Raya can't communicate, i.e.
And
Gabriel let the keeper take the
you
ball.
guys were time wasting at 60 minutes.
60 minutes, yes. That's the foolishness we're on. It's that game. It's Brentford 1-1. It's also Nottingham Forest 0-0. And it's Man United losing 3-2 at home to United, who were just off new manager, like with new manager bounce.
That
It's
was beautiful.
those games. It's those games where, do you know why specifically those games? Because in all of those weeks, Man City drop points.
Because I said this to, again, the man.
Every single one of those weeks, Man City drop points.
They brought the Arsenal games up, and I said during that spell, City drew from 2-0 up to Spurs.
Yep.
They drew at West Ham 1-1, if I'm not mistaken.
They lost to United.
Yeah. But like City have drawn to 3 of the 4 relegation teams. They drew at home to Nottingham Forest after they'd taken the lead twice. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So like, that's Arsenal had opportunities to step on the neck. Obviously, you're not going to win every game. Like, I feel like, for instance, the Man United Arsenal game, I don't see too much into that result as all right, major drop points, because you lot caught us on a bad day. United were really up for it. New manager bounce, everything, and it's actually sustained us to now looking like we're getting Champions League. It's the Wolves one. Brentford, I knew Brentford was going to be a hit or miss. It's that Wolves one for you guys.
It can't be. It can't be. That's the thing. A Brentford can't be hit or miss if you're trying to win a title. That's the problem.
I fully get what you're saying. I just feel like it's those ones where majority of the time you don't win every single. City are the only ones in recent years that go on like this 13-game win streak. do you know what I mean? Like
I get that.
Them game Xbox game, like
yeah, they've been fake in that sense.
Do you not remember the week? You not remember in the 3 weeks in a row, Man City drew to Sunderland, Chelsea, and then Brighton. 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Because
they drew.
The Chelsea caretaker again was the caretaker. Is it McFarlane?
Yeah. After that, they then won one game and then lost to United. So in 5 games, City picked up 6 points out of a possible 15. Arsenal decided to draw, lose. I said, what, you maniacs.
And now City are on for it. Now City are, again, they got the momentum and they're rejuvenated because just like that, they're on for a domestic treble.
Exactly.
Obviously,
that's crazy.
They were in all competitions. Like when Arsenal fans were saying quadruple, City were also on for that. Then got knocked out of Champions League. But no one really thought about City winning titles as much. They just accepted it until they beat Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final, and then you're just thinking, oh shit. Obviously now they got Southampton this weekend FA Cup. Even though Saints not you lot out, City have the ability to where they can actually rest Haaland. Because
if they want
you can start Marmoush. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Arsenal don't have the ability to do that. They have top level 60, 80 million pound plus players coming off their bench. Foden has been sitting there all season, by the way.
Yeah, since Semenyo's come in.
Yeah, Foden has been just chilling.
He's been on the bench. But
John
again,
Stones
like,
is somewhere.
just for argument's sake, Southampton, the team you lot put out, you guys should still be beating them.
But that's what I mean. We weren't good that day. Gabriel was the worst player on the pitch. Max Dowman was our best player on the pitch. Why have I not seen Max Dowman really since those few weeks? He was the spark. When we beat Everton at home.
He's revising, man.
That Everton game, I was like, you guys have
that
won
was when I thought we won the league.
Yeah.
That was revising, man.
Charles, who got GCSEs, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, but me again, as a sportsman fan, I'm enjoying to see if Arsenal can take it over the line. Because
Don't worry.
It's like NFL, no, NBA, you see it more so with individual players when they're on the brink of winning, and then when they finally do it. Do you know what I mean? On Arsenal's case is a team aspect, so it's just like
It's sad
Yeah,
to see.
I just think Arsenal they shouldn't you lot shouldn't be discouraged by this, innit? Even though it is discouraging, innit? You just have to fight until the end now.
Well, that's look. I feel like we can win the last 5 games. It's
yeah,
about
same.
now if we can score enough goals, because I don't think City. If City win the last 5 games, I feel like City will win these games by a larger margin. But we have
Mm.
the easier running. I feel like Everton will cause City problems. I think Bournemouth is the one game I'm just looking at. I don't even the Aston Villa thing, yes as well, because they ruined our season last year. So please ruin City's this year.
But at that
But
point for Villa, it might be. I think if I'm not mistaken, I saw yesterday if they get Europa League finals the same week
yeah, here we go.
or Europa
It's
League
always happening.
finals before that City game, they might be on a bender if they win it.
No, I need Nottingham Forest to be lively. Nottingham Forest to be lively.
Oh yeah,
They'll
it's
do.
Villa Forest, ain't it?
Yeah, I need
Yeah,
Nottingham Forest to be lively.
because on Arsenal's fixtures, before we go through them, before we finish up, Arsenal don't leave London, home or away. Obviously home, but they don't leave London.
Yeah, see,
So,
I would say that's a benefit, but I don't know anymore.
so all right. So Arsenal's fixtures: Newcastle on Saturday,
Yep,
Atletico, obviously.
Oof,
Um,
Newcastle.
at
that's
home,
no problem. Newcastle will be bad.
Newcastle at home. They,
They're bookie, man.
for you guys, Newcastle just recent years. Obviously, they don't got Isaac anymore, and then Gordon's injured or going
Yeah,
through his nonsense. Anyway, Prem games: Newcastle home, Fulham at home, West Ham away, Burnley at home, and then Palace away.
realistically, this should be 5 out of 5.
It should be because
Realistically, but
your home and
Arsenal right
away
now,
fixtures is actually in the
it's the
right
right
order.
way. Yeah, you get what I mean. Newcastle, if you're St James's Park, I would have said me. But
Yeah.
Newcastle at home, we should. I need a 3-0. I need a 3-0. Yeah, I need it.
Listen,
Nothing more.
that's the Arsenal talk I want to hear, fam. Fire.
But then I just need it. Burnley, we need to win 5s. I'll be real. Burnley, you need to be all out. You either win 5-3 or you win 5-0. But we need to be all out. Palace, the same thing.
Mhm.
I need goals.
So
And I'm saying goals,
do you
goals,
think your
goals.
tricky ones is bad? The way it's sounding for you is Fulham at home and then West Ham away because those are your back-to-back Premier
No,
League
no.
games. But in between that, you've got Atletico. You got Newcastle, Atletico, Fulham, Atletico, West Ham.
The thing is, when we usually go West Ham, we usually win about 5-6-0.
You do.
Sometimes 7.
You lot, the
So,
last couple of years, you lot have been
yeah.
slapping West Ham back-to-back years, but
So,
they're fighting relegation and you play Atletico the second leg couple days before them.
yeah, but then we'll know if we're out in the Champions League or not. If we're still in it, that's the thing. If we're still in it, then we're still going. Because then, if we're still in it, we're taking the momentum and we're moving on. If we're out of it, we need to take momentum because we're out of it and go and win the Premier League. So, West Ham, unfortunately, are going to get 5 or 6 regardless.
That's why I think Newcastle, you lot have to beat them because
Yeah.
this is this Newcastle game on the weekend for once in, I'd say, recent weeks, even though there was an international break. But there's no midweek game for you guys this week. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Whereas after
First
that,
week of-
there is. That's why I feel
Mm.
like the Fulham West Ham games can be tricky because of the Champions League games in between them.
Fulham can't make anything though, can they? Fulham are playing for like nothing.
No,
Right now.
I'm looking. Funny enough, the table just popped up. They're 5 points. They're 5 points away from 6, and they've got a game in hand, so they can make the Europa League spot.
Okay, that's fine. Arsenal need to give them 4.
Or if depending if there's conference as well, because I think the table from like 6 to 12 is like it can just switch for fun.
Yeah, I do know. Yeah. Because obviously Chelsea, with Chelsea and all them teams down there right now.
Chelsea are now 8th because of Bournemouth's draw today. So
Bournemouth are a good side.
Brighton are 6 on 50, and then Fulham are 12th on 45. But
Yeah.
Brighton, Bournemouth, so 6, 7, 8 have played one game extra than 9, 10th, 11th, 12th. And there's
Even
only
Palace
5
and
games.
Newcastle. Geez, even Palace and Newcastle are still in the hunt to get them not Champions League, them Europa League and Conference League
Yeah,
spots.
potentially. But I don't. Palace are just going to concentrate on the actual Conference League to win it.
Yeah, they're doing well,
Yeah.
man.
So
Their games are very entertaining.
They're good. Do you know what? Palace ain't going to be as easy as I think because they're actually not a bad side right now.
I think if they're in the Conference League final, it will be because it's final game of the season as well.
But it's at Selhurst.
Yeah. Let me see
That's the
when
only
the
thing.
conference
You know,
final
Arsenal at Selhurst
is.
Park is. Arsenal at Selhurst Park. You know, Arsenal. I'll be real. You know, Arsenal. As much as we can't play against teams with a lot of black players, I'll be honest. I'll be very real with you. That's
It's not
that's
the
what we
same
struggle
Palace
with.
though.
I know, but we struggle with anyone that's got more than 4.
All right, so Conference League final is
More than 4.
Oh no, that's Europa League. Sorry.
Edge, I'm not joking. Yeah.
Yo.
When you watch me lose to, just look at who's on the other side. Why do you think we drew to Nottingham Forest? There's black man there.
Yeah, you're a
Brentford.
joker.
There's black man there.
All right, so Conference League, so Europa League final is the Wednesday before the final Premier League game of the season. So Villa, if they get to the final, and if they win it, they might go to the Etihad waived final game. The Conference League final is the Wednesday after the final game of the season. That's what, and if Palace get to the final, I don't think they're going to care about the Arsenal game.
Oh no, they won't. So I need Palace to be in the final.
Yeah.
And then I need Nottingham Forest to beat Villa.
So Villa have fighting for something. Well, I'll say fighting
Yeah,
for something.
just so they want to win. You get what I mean?
Yeah, because they look like they're going to get Champions League anyway.
Yeah. So
Because Villa are with us, and we're both 8 points clear of Brighton, and then 9 of Bournemouth. All right, City's fixtures. Obviously, they get FA Cup this weekend, Southampton at home, but then they've got Everton away, Brentford
Tough
at home,
game.
Bournemouth away.
Tough game.
Palace, they've not rescheduled that actual date yet because that game was meant to be played like last month or something. But Palace at home, and Palace home or away,
Always.
they
The
always tend to
City's
get
bogey team.
home
Yes.
or away. City can beat them one game in that season, and Palace get a draw or win.
Yeah.
Whether Etihad and Palace know how to perform at Etihad, and then final game of the season we've been talking about is Villa at home.
Is it Villa at home or Villa at Villa Park?
No, Villa at home. I remember early in the season, Villa beat you guys and City back to back at Villa Park.
Yeah, see, another day, another one, just dropping points. But they beat us last second of the game. Buendia, I remember. Yeah,
And
that's when Villa thought they could win the league.
Yeah, true. And a couple years ago, when City won the league final game of the season, Villa were 2-0 up against them, if I'm not mistaken. And then City won it 3-2. I think Gunda won, Sterling cross, Gunda won header. But anyway, City's got some hard game. Everton away. We saw that Everton-Liverpool game. Obviously, Liverpool nicked it. Brentford at home. Brentford might just turn up. Bournemouth away. Everyone thinks that's going to be the top of game, innit?
That's the one. If City go to Bournemouth and beat them 3-4-0, that day I'm going to say, the league's done, by the way. I'll actually say...
You said Brighton as well, though, innit, Joe?
Nah, no Brighton.
Oh,
if Brighton were in there as well, but if they go to Bournemouth and win 3-4-0, Bournemouth is one mad place to be going and winning games. They're just on form right now.
Because even though they drew,
well, man.
Leeds, credit to Leeds getting a draw last minute there. Flipping, looking at the table, Bournemouth are 7th in Chelsea's run. Everton are 10th, 2 points behind Bournemouth and a game in hand. And then Brentford are 9th, 1 point behind Bournemouth and a game in hand.
Right. Yeah.
And then Villa are
sticky, man.
top 4. And then obviously Palace are Pallacing. You get me? So
it's crazy. You know, also on the bottom of the table, if Tottenham lose their next game, they're going down. I'm just letting you know. If Tottenham lose to Wolves,
they got Wolves away, innit?
Yeah, if Tottenham lose to Wolves, I'm confirming. I don't want to talk about them again. I think they're going down if they lose to Wolves. No joke. Because I don't see how they recover from it. The players aren't recovering. Xavi Simons was doing like Champions League winner celebrations when it was 2-1 in the 7-up.
Bro, I watched Match of the Day yesterday, and I was like, is that how man celebrated? I was like,
Bro,
Bro,
I
that's how
get
he
it,
celebrated. That's how
I
he
get it,
celebrated.
but in this modern day football, you get like 10 minutes added on, bro.
It was
bro.
it was just too early for that anyway.
Exactly,
There was still
Dej.
football to be played.
It was 14 minutes in the game to
Oh,
actually
shit.
play left.
Backed
He
off the
scored,
top.
he scored in the 77th minute.
Yeah, bro. There was still
Yes.
ball to be played.
I
What,
didn't
no
look at the time.
89th minute winner?
I just watched Match of the Day because Saturday I didn't know the results. I was at a game and I completely fell off. I was too drunk. But Sunday I just looked at results. I was like, oh, let me watch Match of the Day yesterday or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, you scored a late winner, innit? I didn't realize it was 77th minute.
Bro.
I don't even give him benefit of doubt. Xavi Simons, that is washed.
Bro, he did 4 celebrations, bro.
That is washed.
I said, what's going on? I was watching the game and I was sitting there thinking, bro, you've done that way, way, way too early. All saying I'm him and this and that. I was thinking, bro, you move like this the first goal you've ever scored in your life. So if Tottenham lose to Wolves, I'm not speaking about them again. They're gone.
Fair.
They're guaranteed gone. And that world tour they got planned for after the season is going to be cancelled because they're no longer a Premier League side, so no one wants to play against you anymore.
They
Right,
can't afford it.
They're already planning potential signings for next year. I think Bournemouth's Senesi, because he's out of contract, apparently he's going to sign there if they don't get relegated. And then I think there was someone else or some jazz
They need to stop planning and focus on the now.
where,
But
yeah,
no, the Premier League's interesting right now. Chelsea sacked another manager, which is not a surprise, but there's no hope for them anyway. So the Premier League's interesting, obviously. Arsenal are doing what they're doing. We're going to have a great run in the last 5 games of the season. Everyone's now kind of leveling games, so we can kind of see what's going on. It's going to be an interesting last 5 for the top 2.
Dej, is that optimism that I hear in Jacob's voice?
Yeah, it
No, I
is.
said it's gonna be
But you know what? I
interesting
want to
last
hear that, bro.
Interesting last 5. I'm you see me, right? I want to win the Premier League. If we don't win it, hey.
Out of the 2, Premier League or Champions League, if you could only
I want to
win
win I want to win the Prem.
right.
Because it takes a lot more to win the Prem than the Champions League. Yeah. If we don't win the Premier League and we don't win the Champions League, I'll happily accept a new manager. So I won't be mad.
I hear it still.
I won't be mad. I just want to win something. I just want to go to the. I was going to be at the parade in a different capacity, but this year I'm going to be on the parade in crutches. But I want to be at the parade for something, preferably the Prem. If it's the Prem and the Champs, thank you. But preferably, I just want.
That's the thing. The double is still actually on. Like, it obviously, given the current momentum swing, it doesn't feel like it, but it's actually.
Yeah,
This is why I say cup competitions are dangerous because, and the final 5 games, Arsenal can literally treat these final 5 games as cup games of just getting it over the line. Do you know what I mean?
No, but we can't do that, dude. We can't.
No, I'm just saying. Like, for instance, Atletico, they could perform poor, but it could be similar to how Sporting was. Obviously,
I think
Atletico got more quality than Sporting, hence why
you're
Sporting.
right. You're right in saying that. I think in Champions League, we can play how we played in the Premier League all season and draw and win a 1-0. In the Premier League now, though, we have to go for it because it could come down to goal difference. Yeah. So I think you can do Arteta style. Arteta Ball can win you Champions League, and I think it can. But Arteta Ball can't win you Premier League right now. Arteta Ball needs to go back to Arteta Ball when we were playing with Smith Rowe and Aubameyang and them times, and we used to be loose.
Even 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, when we used to be a bit more loose and free.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take that because we now have to score goals. Games have to end 6-2. They can't end 1-0 anymore. We have to score because it's going to come down to goal difference. If City don't lose and we don't lose, it's goal difference. Just score.
Yeah, and to be fair, like I feel like this year there wasn't many goals scored for the top teams anyway.
No, you're right. 66 and 63.
66 and 63. Like, it's not that much.
Man City would already usually scored. They'd have been in the 80s.
It's true, you know, because they've played 33 games. They've scored, you said 66, right?
66.
Yeah.
2 a game, which is very good for most teams. But for City standards,
It's not what we used
by
to.
33 games, they might have been on like 75 goals scored.
Do you get what I mean? And then by the end of the season, they'd have been close to 100.
Yeah, because
But somehow.
I think United might be third if I'm not mistaken on goals scored,
Yeah, United scored 58.
and United have had the
Wow,
most
that's
shots on.
super impressive, boy.
They've had the most shots on target, in the Premier League this season.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. But then Haaland scored 24 goals. So usually Man City have like a plethora of scorers everywhere. I
Yeah,
feel like Haaland scored a lot of goals. Semenyo scored a lot of goals if you add his Bournemouth and his City goals together. Do you get what I mean? Doku's not really a goal scorer like that. And then all the other goals have come from committee. Shirky probably scored. I don't even know. But I don't think he scored loads.
I think he might be on 10. I might be wrong.
But I think, do you know what? I'm looking at the Premier League, bro. The goals ain't been flying in like that this year. This is probably the state of the
Not
game.
compared to last year. Last year, I feel like the attackers were scored, or the year before. Last year or year before, the strikers or attackers were
It might
getting in
be
their
year
goals.
before because I'm looking at the
No,
table from
Shirky hasn't
last
got 10.
year,
He's got 10 assists.
and
Sorry.
Liverpool only scored 86 goals, but Arsenal only scored 69 goals last season and
See
came
what I
second.
mean?
He said Liverpool's only scored 80. How much?
86. Well, only 86, but they scored 86, which was
86.
good.
Bearing in mind, I think they'd won the league with about four games to
4
go,
games
and
to
they took
go, yeah.
their foot off the gas. It's like
They
4 or
start
5
losing.
games to go.
They won the league now.
Yeah, it was around this time last year, and they went.
Yeah.
I think they
and-
went Ibiza straight away, and they came
And
back Premier League game
City
wave.
got 72 goals. And
That's the thing.
Arsenal 69, Chelsea 64.
So Arsenal and
Chelsea
City
got
will
64.
both beat their targets, but I mean, I say targets, their previous seasons, but previous season. So it might have
But
been
you
the
had like
season before.
But
Beat,
now,
like,
season before now,
that
City
was when the
scored
goals were flying.
96. That's when the goals were flying.
Yeah.
96
Mhm.
for City, then 91 for Arsenal,
Yeah. See,
then
We were a football
86
team.
for Liverpool.
yeah,
That's when football was footballing.
because that's when City went on a mad thing to end the season, and then weren't that the year Rodri won Ballon d'Or, innit?
Yes.
Further one
The
Premier
Torres
League player
ACL.
this season. Yeah.
Yeah, because that would have been. But that's when obviously Harden was on his mad thing, Salah was on a mad thing, Arsenal,
Yeah.
everyone was scoring.
Your one,
Yeah.
you lot
Everyone has
all
scored
had
like
like
15,
13,
15
14,
goals.
15 goals.
Yeah.
Saka,
Now,
Odegaard.
Because even the points total back then, 91 points, 89 points for Arsenal, 82 points for Liverpool, 68 points for Villa.
yeah,
Yeah.
see.
And who would have known 66 points for Spurs?
And now looking at the table, Spurs are on 31. But again,
Yeah.
the top two are only on 70 with 5 games to go.
So that's the thing. The max we could get is 85.
85, yeah.
So it's a down year in the Premier League, but I felt like it's been a down year as you've been watching the games. Everything's been down. Anyway, if you look at the table, if you look at like Haaland only scored, I say he's only scored 24 goals. It seems like he hasn't scored. There's a rut. He had a long rut.
Yeah.
Igor Thiago's on 21. Do you know what I mean? Then the next one is Semenyo on 15. Semenyo's a winger.
And literally 10 of Semenyo's were at Bournemouth.
Exactly. So then
Yeah.
you're then just going lower than 15, and when you're and we're talking about people like João Pedro, who's at a bad Chelsea side. Danny Welbeck is
But
up there.
Pedro, this is his best goal scoring season. He's literally been Chelsea's only positive.
Yeah.
Man,
But
like
then
Danny Welbeck, attacking Mensa.
Welbeck is a serious man, but then you
Bro.
got like Gibbs White, Gyökeres, Ekitike, you get what I mean?
And yeah, it's the low number. Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
So Mateta's got 10.
And he's been in and out of the Palace side the last couple of months. Well, last couple of months he's rarely played.
So you get what I mean. Richarlison's got 9. It's a bad year.
Richard's got 9.
Richarlison's got 9 goals, bro, in the Prem.
Frick. Yeah, he
Nine.
has. I know United and Buemo Sesko both got 9.
Mm-hmm.
Cunha,
Fernandes got 8.
I think Cunha, Bruno, and Casemiro all got 8.
Yeah.
So like ours has been spread out like how Arsenal's was a couple years ago, just not onto a bigger scale. But hey,
Salah only 7 goals is ridiculous. Like this isn't. Come on, now. This ain't no. As far as this ain't real.
All right, so Arsenal could potentially scenario 1 win nothing. Scenario 2 win either the Premier League or the Champions League, or scenario 3, which will be absolute dreamland, win both the Premier League and the Champions League.
Wait, scenario 4, just win champs.
No, that's scenario 2. Either the Premier
Oh,
League or Premier League
either.
or
Sorry.
Champions League.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
you know,
I skipped that part.
scenario 3, yeah, is the type of thing that would happen for some weird reason. This is the type of year. It's been such a bad year for football. Arsenal. This would be Arsenal's year to win it all. So hopefully,
It's I think me as a spectator of sports, not even the sport of sports, I'm loving this. I'm enjoying this.
hey, as a
Yeah,
fan of
me
the
too.
game,
Me too.
But
yeah,
I
that's
think
because you.
yeah, it's not my team, so it's like
Yeah,
and
there's nothing in it for me, just entertainment.
yeah. Arsenal, I get why their fans are frantic as well, because 22 years without a Prem is crazy. Like it's most people our age were in primary school or less. Last time Arsenal won the Prem.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm not even going to
100%.
say 22 years is crazy because, listen, we're still waiting for our own, bro.
I know it's coming up. So
Yeah.
don't worry, next
You
year we're
guys,
challenging. Say
you
what?
guys are gonna hit us. You're gonna get hit 20 years as well soon, man.
Hey, it's not our portion.
Nah.
That's what you think. It happens.
Nah, we're already on. I think this year will make it 13, if I'm not mistaken. Because 2013 is
If
when Fergie left. Yeah.
all I'm saying is if Pep decides to stay as a manager,
Nah. He's not. You lot have reinvigorated him. If he wins a title, he's 100% leaving.
Yeah, you lot have done it by accident.
Yeah. Whereas he might have stayed one more year if they didn't win it. If they win the title, he's leaving.
So I
where to
feel
go
like,
though?
I think he's gonna have a break.
Pep,
yeah.
brother, you saw him pass into the air. That type of man can't take a break from the game.
That's why he needs a break, Jacob. Because I was waiting for a wider shot of the video to expand.
I thought that was someone else. I thought that was
To
something
see
else.
there was
there.
someone else. And then he turned around and he started talking to that direction. and you can see that no one was there.
I said, yeah. Hey, you know what? If he wins it all, he deserves it. Because that's all I can say about this year. If Man City win it all, which they can domestically, they deserved it.
Yeah. I mean, most winners, if not all, you win it, you deserve it. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there might be some form of asterisk, but when you look back on history, you just see that name and that year, and that's it. Then you can divulge. What are we saying? Song of the week.
Yeah, we can do that still. Who's going
Cool.
first?
I will for once. Mine is Blanco, Let Me Go.
Blanco, Let Me Go. Alright. Nah, I don't think I've heard that song before.
You would have heard it passing.
Oh, fair. My one is from Maverick Sabre and it's called I Need.
Nice. My one is a house tune by it's actually Quincy Jones' house tune that's been remixed. Quincy Jones, it's called Stomp, my Moose T Ultimate Stomper remix. So funky kind of house. So yeah.
Okay. It's not. No, I went to an event 2 weeks ago or something, and it was a house event, but the DJ played. It was a cold mix. The Christian version Stomp, but on a house mix.
Oh, is it?
Bro, it was crazy. I was like,
it's not. It isn't that. It isn't that.
but you know what I'm talking about, the
Yes.
Christian song, the Stomp
Yeah,
version.
Kirk Franklin.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. On a house mix, I said, I was just about to sweat there. I said, God told you to do that one right there. Mate. That was a crazy mix.
I think that's what house has become though. Like they're just taking a great song and bouncing it to the right beat, and they're like, okay, this can work. That's what you kind of see with DJs nowadays, anyway.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Remixing an old school soul track and then putting a house beat behind it and going, this really works, and everyone knows the song, and then they like the beat. So what's there not to like about this? It's a recipe. It's a perfect recipe. They're getting it right.
Yeah, I hear it. I guess we can wrap it up. We said it at the beginning of the episode, but we're gonna continue saying it at the end. Dej,
Listen, just tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah?
get me and Jacob.
Like and subscribe.
What they said, get on the buttons, get in the comments, and yes, we will deliver as we see the momentum shift for this
Mhm.
Premier League race. But it is very much after midnight, so we have to go to bed. Joe, signing out.
Dej signing out.
Jacob signing out.
Thank you for listening.